Yesterday, we saw the Chief Justice David Maraga issue a statement on the implications of the 15 billion shilling cut off Judiciary budget. The Secretary General of the Central Organizations Union, COTU, Francis Atwoli, has weighed in on the matter. Now joins us live from Kileleshwa to just speak to him on some of the issues that have come up with regard to this budgetary cuts. Thank you very much for joining us here on KTN News Desk, Mr. Atwoli. First of all, your reaction from some of the information that came out of the statement read out by the Chief Justice yesterday.
Yeah, it is really disturbing Kenyans, particularly the taxpayers of this country. And with the new initiative to fight corruption as initiated by His Excellency the President, and with able young people who are behind the DCI and DPP, who are seriously fighting to make sure that the directive of the President on corruption, the word corruption, is one, and corruption is eliminated or reduced to very low level in this country. Also, the sleeping giant Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission is awakened, and they are doing a commendable job right now. We will be able to realize the end results of this initiative if we have a working judiciary. And a working judiciary must be a judiciary that is well financially supported, morally supported, and all Kenyans of goodwill they have thrown their weight behind His Excellency the President to fight corruption. Corruption is a big enemy in this country, and corruption that have permeated our society has reduced us to beggars, and also no any investor would like to come and invest in Kenya, where the importation of sugar, scandal in maize, NYS, call it procurement, is not ethically done, and grabbing of public utilities and people building without any care whether the public land is meant for a school or anything of that kind. The corruption in this country has reached a very high level that Kenyans require a working judiciary, a judiciary that is properly supported. So we as workers and taxpayers, we are appealing to His Excellency the President to prevail upon the members of Parliament, to prevail upon CS Treasury, and to prevail upon his own office of the executive to make sure that there is a mean budgetary allocation to support the very important institution of judiciary. And it is only judiciary that will see Kenyans realizing justice in this area of corruption and in the area of dispensation of law. And it is only through judiciary that all Kenyans as a Commonwealth country and a member of the international community will be respected, that it respects the rule of law when it has a working judiciary, a free and independent judiciary. And this is what our constitution that we promulgated 2010 wants us to do. It wants us to have independent, a free and independent judiciary, a working executive, and also a working parliament. And if we have a weak judiciary, a judiciary that will not be able to implement its projects as planned, a judiciary that will not support justice, a judiciary that will not see judges, magistrates, and those people involved in dispensation of justice being well taken care of, then these corrupt fellows are going to emerge victors. And that is what Kenyans don't want to hear.
I want us to take a quick break, Mr. Atwoli. We'll be getting back with this conversation. Francis Atwoli is the Secretary General of COTU, and I want us to take a quick break. We'll be back with that conversation and more. Don't go too far.